Hey, it's Mike from drive80.com, and today I'm going to show you how to do this in After Effects. So we go to After Effects. I have a file set up here. I'm going to go and get rid of all of this movement. So what you're going to do is basically you can go on Google and just look up Doritos and you can get the assets. And then I brought them into Photoshop, got rid of the background, and so I got two separate layers, got a Dorito, got a bag, got the background, saved it, brought it into After Effects, and I set it up into a pre-comp. Get rid of all these moving pieces here. But the thing I really want to focus on is not the setup of the file, is how to create the stop motion effect, which is basically just creating a 12 frame, 15 frame per second comp. So what you want to do is when you start a new comp, so if I get rid of all this, well, no, if I just do Command N. So if I do a new comp, make it 1080 by 1080 because that's an Instagram size, and I'm just going to do frame rate and make it 12. That means that it's going to take 12 frames in a second to make something move. And that means that you're only going to have a very minimum amount of movement to make that happen, to fill the second, right? So if I have I'll do a new solid, Command Y, I'll lock that, Command L. So what that means is if I have a square here, and if I go to 1 second, if I go 1 0, I think it's 1 0 0, yeah. So that is 1 second. And if I do a keyframe and I move this box to here, you see these little dots? That means that's where it's going to move to get to this point. So if I go back to the beginning, let me just cap this off. Go back to the beginning. If I go over a frame, you'll see it goes to that dot, and then I go over another frame, it goes to that dot, and so on. So that means that it's not a lot of dots, or not a lot of space to get through a second. So if I play it, you'll see that it has like that slow effect. Let me go to 2 seconds. Actually, no, I'll stick with this because that's the point. However, if I were to take this and I were to make this like, let's say 60 frames, and if I make sure that my preview is 60, so to see all these little dots here, watch how smooth this is going to be. I'm gonna make it full. It'll be better. So it's basically it's moving less spaces to get to the end, which gives it that smoother feel. So to do a stop motion effect, you make this 12. Make sure your preview is at 12. And I'll go back to my Dorito comp here. So I have this set up with my assets. And what I'm going to do is just have this effect where this is going to be going back and forth. So if I just move in or zoom in, I hit a position point here. And then if I just go out to here, I don't know, I'll go out to almost 2 seconds. I'm going to take this and drag it over. So if I play it, you'll see that it's going to have that like stop motion effect. So if I move this keyframe in more, it's going to take less time to get through the 2 seconds. If I move it out, it's going to take more time to get to the 4 seconds. So I'll put it like right around here. So I got my little Dorito piece here. I'll keep it in the middle. So the Doritos are moving, and what I'm gonna do is take the Dorito itself, and I'm gonna make it move around like if you're playing a video game. So if I hit Option P, set a keyframe here, I'm just gonna have this kind of move over a bit to the right. So if I play it, let me move that in together. So I'm gonna select these moving in, make this faster. All right, make this a little bit faster. Here we go. So it's moving here, and then it's gonna fire. So if I move here in like kind of an arc, the Atari days, then you'd have like a laser. So I just basically just took Q and I did the rectangle. So I just did Q and I drew just like a little beam here, and then here it is. So I want to make this go behind the Dorito. So Dorito, and then bags, and then shape, laser, laser. I'm gonna take the laser and I'm gonna move it over to the Dorito here. So then because this frame starts here, that means before that, this doesn't exist anywhere in time until this point. So you can see that if I'm here, and if I take this guy, and if I move him like back over, you can see this little beam right here that's there. Let me pull this. So, but if I scrub, you'll see that it'll disappear. That's because it doesn't exist in time. So wherever it is here, that's where it exists. So if the Dorito moved over, I'll get rid of this keyframe. Dorito moved over to here. I'm going to take this. You can see that it's behind it. I'm going to take this and do a keyframe, Option P, move over, and I'm going to shoot up to it's going to hit a bag. So if I play it, boop, and when it hits that bag, I want that bag to go away. I also don't want it to hit it till the bag till it's like here. So let me move that over. It's too slow. Let's do this. Let's get this a little faster. And here. There we go. So if I play it, that's better. So as soon as it shoots here, if I go into my keyframe and if I go here, then I will split that by Shift Command D and I'll delete it so that doesn't exist anywhere after that frame. So if I go to here and at the same time, once it hits here, I want this to disappear. So if I Command D, there we go. There we go. So shoots, boom, and it goes away. So if I can do it where I can have it extend just a little bit longer, and if I take this and just have it exist a little bit longer, it kind of makes it more of a better effect. There we go. That looks like it got rid of it. At the same time, when that happens, I can have some kind of explosion effect. So if I do that, I could do actually what I could do, if I go back into this, I'll extend this and I will have it kind of flicker out. So I'll do a keyframe for transparency. I'll bring this down to like 30, up to 60, down to 30. Let's see, 30. Let's see how that looks. Oh, B. Okay, so that kind of looked like crap. What's the keyframe here? Yeah. Nope. Bring it over, bring this over, bring this over. And I'll have it go away. So let's see. Go back here, hits it, do. Okay, so that looks like it has like a little fading effect. So that's a little bit cooler. Yeah, so that's how you kind of replicate this little. That's how they basically did this in After Effects. So this looks like all pixelated because it looks like an Atari game. So I play it again, boop, and then if I had that happen, if I have the Dorito move back over, I can have it go here. Let's see what happens then. Shoots, it moves over, and then I also want the bag, once it gets to here, I want it to that position to go down, and then I want it to move back to the left. So I'll do another keyframe here. I'll move this to the left, so it looks like this. Moves over, fires, gets rid of him, moves over here. All right, so it did that little curve too. Sometimes it does that. So if I had the pen tool, hit G, if I just get this anchor, if I roll over this and click this, it'll get rid of that curve. So let's see, moves over, gets rid of it, moves over. So once it's here, the Doritos are moving. I'll have another one, another laser. So I duplicate it, Command D, move it over, and then if I hit P, grab the position, and I dragged it to there. Now it's going to fire again, and it's going to hit that bag there. So if I do that, then I take this bag, and I could take that same effect here if I grab this and copy it. If I select that bag and hit paste, it's going to have that same effect. And then I get rid of that. So let's see how this looks. Shoots, boom, shoots, boom. Yeah, so once it hits that Dorito too, I don't want it to stay, I don't want the laser to stay there any longer. Hit B, there we go. That's it. So that's how you can create stop motion and just use real simple techniques in After Effects to create a little cool post for whatever product you're selling. All right, so if you have any questions, Mike at drive80.com. Make this red. You can hit me up. I do animation, and that's my email. And you can also just go to drive80.com, see the animations I do. Please feel free to comment below with something you'd like to learn. And if not, you can also email me at mike@drive80.com. So comment below. What do you want to learn? How many questions about this? Was I going too fast? Most likely. And hopefully I can be of assistance to you. Thank you.